Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Tell me why it took me 7 minutes. It tastes really good. Hey y'all, I've been on the internet a lot during the summer. I'd say I'm on the internet like probably all the time. There's a trend that I've been seeing on the internet that's all about city girls summer or hot girl summer. Then there's like the VSCO Girl, then the e-girl. I don't want to talk about the e-girl. You know, I kind of fall under the category of a VSCO girl, and you know, I'm trying to have a city girl summer and a hot girl summer, but you know, I want to be booed up too. I want to be a baby girl, but this is not about that. I've been thinking back when I was 8 years old at my friend's house over the summer, and she had this book, The Daring Book for Girls. I remember like a little bit later I asked my mom to buy me the pocket edition because I found it at TJ Maxx, and I would have used the pocket edition in this video, but we have misplaced it in our home. I really looked around the house for it. I remember I bookmarked pages for my sister to do something, but no, she doesn't like to read. So plus here's a clip of me sharing my adventure of getting this book today. Hey y'all, I'm outside a half-price bookstores trying to get the book that I need for this video. I already checked the library catalog online, trying to see if I could just check it out temporarily, but it is not in my area, and I'm not gonna wait like 2 weeks to have the book come over to the closest library to me, so I'm gonna have to cave in and buy the book. But that's okay, because I can just use it for my own needs, or have my sisters read it, do some fun stuff out of there, or I could just re-gift it. But you know, all is good. I just wish I could have got it from the library. Anyways, The Daring Book for Girls. For every girl with an independent spirit and a nose for trouble, here is the No Boys Allowed Guide to Adventure. This book brings me back so much nostalgia. I actually learned a lot of useful information from the pocket edition of The Daring Book for Girls. I remember I learned how to make friendship bracelets off of this book. I remember learning how to do the code stuff. Also, like bird watching, surprisingly. I'd be like, oh, that's the bird. I remember I would do like the knots and stitches on there, or even like the lemon-powered clock. That would inspire me to do a science fair project, but I had to ditch that one because it just wasn't working for me. The original book has a lot of stuff, and I want to try it out. So I'm gonna do X amount of chapters in this book. Instagram and Twitter are at MariaXDin. Subscribe, join a dinner party. Din is my last name, just added the ER. Let's get into the essential gear. You are going to need a pocket knife, which is key for survival, a bandana to keep your head cool, protect stuff, wrap things, whatever, rope and twine, a journal, a pencil with a backup pen, a hairband, a bungee cord. I think it's inside my car. A flashlight, great for reading in the dark, a compass, yes, safety pins, you never know, duct tape, a deck of cards and a good book, good old standbys, and patience. It's a quality and not a thing, but it's essential, so it's included. Okay, the next chapter is on how to whistle with 2 fingers. I already know how to whistle without anything in my mouth, just I can carry a tune. Anyways, I have a towel with me to clean my gross fingers. I will not give up. I actually want to master this. Like, I want to know how to whistle really loudly. And they said, oh, you can use it to go call a cab, but we Uber now. Let's make a triangle with your pinkies by putting your pinky tips together, palms and fingers facing towards you. Stick out your tongue and put your pinky tips right in the center of it, pushing your tongue strongly against your fingers where they meet. Push your tongue back into your mouth with your fingers so that your pinky tips are inside of your mouth up to the first knuckle. Angle your pinky tips slightly down, just behind your bottom teeth. Keep your tongue pressing into your fingers, purse your lips, and blow. You may have to adjust the angle of your fingers to get that sound right. But just practice, and before you know it, you'll be hailing crowds with your piercing 2-finger whistle. Okay, so how big is the triangle? Lord have mercy. Oh my gosh. Let me YouTube it first. I'll be right back. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Ew, I'm spitting. You can hear a baby whistle. Oh my gosh, my throat's kind of dry. That was determination right there. I heard the previous recording and I sounded like a hissing cat. And then probably Jay Versace screaming. But I am really close to a loud whistle. You heard the very end of that one. That was a whistle. It was a puny whistle. It was small but mighty, but that's progress. We daring girls do not give up, so... Okay, so we're doing friendship bracelets. I know that's not like so crazy, but the thing is, I have done friendship bracelets before. I've done the easiest one, which is the snake around the pole, but I want to do a more advanced design to challenge myself. Alright, so off camera, I measured 3 strands for each color. So in total I have 9 strings, and I tied the knot at the top, leaving 2 inches so I can just clip it underneath my clipboard. Now over to voiceover Maria. Thank you, on-screen Maria. So I am clipping the strings underneath my clipboard, and what you do is that you take the string on the far left and you make a 4, and then you just tie a knot like that. I'll show a picture to show you what I mean. It's really easy. You don't even have to go from right to left. You're just going from left to right. Tell me why it took me 7 minutes to do just 2 little itty bitty rows. Oh, come on. So for that afternoon, I sat in my home office and I created a friendship bracelet. And boy, I did not think it would take the whole day. Alright, let's do a little update here. I am 4 episodes in to It's Always Sunny, the 13th season, because I was unaware that it was already uploaded on Hulu, but I've only done 1.5 inches, and I still got a long way to go. At least my wrist is puny, but it's gonna be a while, okay? Like, this is tedious, and friendship bracelets should not be worth like $5. They should be worth like $50. This is tedious work. Gosh. Continuing on. And plus, it's like wrapping, it's coiling up itself. But it's looking really good if it's straightened out. Hopefully it'll straighten out. Maybe I can just get a hair straightener and iron it out. Okay, it is 11:52 and I have just finished my bracelet. It took the whole day. Okay, not like the whole day, but it took more than 6 hours to complete. I finished all 10 episodes of the 13th season of It's Always Sunny. I went upstairs to go get food and watched a little bit of the after the final rose, and then I took a couple breaks and then did some more after dinner, and even watched 1 episode of Queer Eye too. Like, this took a long time to make. I am wearing this on my wrist or maybe my ankle. I did not know that this video would probably take multiple days to film. I thought I would just do all of them in one day and change my outfits while I still look cute with this makeup on. So it's twisting and coiling up on its own, because since I'm going diagonally from left to right, it just twists itself. So maybe I could wear it as it's rounded, or I could just go in with a straightener and flatten it out like I said earlier. It's cute. I like it. next chapter. We're moving on to the next chapter. I read this and I was like, huh, a peach pit ring. So I'm gonna go out the nearest grocery store that sells fresh produce and get myself some peaches because it is summertime. I'm sure they have Georgia peaches, and also I need to pick up some other produce too. So bring your reusable bag and let's get out of here and get ourselves a peach. Okay, I got the peaches, and from the looks of the cars behind me, it looks like it might be a while until I can get out. Like, can you see how many cars there are back there? I'm never gonna leave this place. So let's hope someone will let me out, and maybe today the traffic light decided to break. I'm back home. That trip took like less than 20 minutes. Car ride, traffic was bad even though it was just less, like probably 2 miles away from my house, maybe less than a mile, who knows, but I got the peaches. They did jumble up in my car because of my rough driving, but I got the peaches. Alright, I'm gonna be using this steak knife to cut this. Children, have an adult help you. Here's the pit. Do you see it? It looks gross. Let me eat around it. I'm gonna dice the rest of my peach and munch on it and clean this peach up. It tastes really good. Step 1 was eating the peach, but step 2 is scraping the peach pit on the sidewalk or an asphalt back and forth on each side. Maybe I just need really strong sandpaper. Little peachy update time. This is how it's looking. It is really warm because friction, yes. This is taking forever, and plus I texted my dad where the safety gloves are, and he does not know where it is in the house, but a pack of safety gloves are in his car, so maybe this might be a 2-day project. Okay, it is 7:30, and I finally reached the middle. I've carved a hole using one of my dad's switchblades. I've been rubbing it on the asphalt for a little over an hour, maybe an hour. So then I was like, I'm just gonna go inside. I'm getting hot. I'm getting bitten all over from mosquitoes. We got too many switchblades at home. I'm gonna carve a hole into this thing. I even tried to get a little screw and screw it in, but then it got stuck in there, so then I had to go on the opposite side and try to carve it out, which worked. So now I'm gonna try to make it a size 7 ring. It is day 2 of the Peach Pit Ring chapter, and last night my dad came in to check on me while I was whittling. He helped me find the safety gloves, and I was just whittling away. Here is what it looks like now. I moved whatever was on my desk to the other desk so I can clean the pit dust. My dad came in last night and he compared me to my grandfather, who was serving time during the war because he worked for the previous government before the commies took over. And my whittled. He did not whittle. He used metal in his cell to make rings for everyone. But here I am whittling a peach pit because I have become Ron Swanson. I'm gonna take this back outside on the asphalt and shave it down some more because it is still really thick and it can only go down like halfway through my pinky now. It is not exactly a size 7 ring yet, We're getting close, and by we I mean my hands and I.
Oh my gosh, look, you can see right where I laid my mat out and the scratch marks on the asphalt. Okay, maybe we'll just move it over like somewhere here. Look at it now. It can go through my pinky. We're halfway there on the ring finger. It's almost a size 7 ring. It's like sharpening a pencil, but in reverse.
I went inside because that was enough vitamin D for now, and I was done sanding the top and the bottom, so it's thinned down now. So I'm just basically carving out the inside. It already went down to my pinky, but it's still halfway, a little more than halfway for my ring finger. And I don't want it to get stuck. It's almost a size 7 ring. It is probably a size 6 ring. Oh my. Look. Look. It fits and it's not stuck. See? Like I can slip it off and put it back on. It fits! Wow! I'm so happy. That took 2 days to make. Wow. I did it. It's done. It is a size 7 peach pit ring. Here's the before and here's the after. Like, wow. I don't know if I'll be wearing this on my fingers all the time. Maybe I'll put a chain through and wear it around my neck because I am proud of this. Like, what the heck? I'm a freaking whittler now. On the next Trangers video. Like, come on, I just want to look like her. Math is supposed to be easy because I just rewatched the clip and I look like a doofus.